time. Stinger! Omen alios.
You there, soldier! If you've come looking for rest and peace, you must. My poor. You saved my. That horse is still.
Omen alios. Cha, 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 cha.
The waters within this.
Those enemies didn't drop any items.
If you're going out there, don't go unprepared. It's not safe. Until next time.
Hello Esteban, what's up? Torch me up before you go. One more torch. Too many torches. Torch, chest. If I kill another enemy, I will level up. Hello JC, hello Robert, what's up guys? How is your Saturday going? Five, 9. Dexterity strength. Green. The green effect of death. Easy peasy. Paladin with reflection, immortal hero armor. Wow. That set, you mean the whole set immortal hero or just the armor? Hello Kisen.
Your inventory is full.
My inventory is full.
Your inventory is full.
Too many white items on the floor.
You defeated? Thank you again.
Hello there.
3. Ah, wait. What is that? Nah. Okay, I will level up and then I will equip this one. I don't need to spend money to buy this one.
We shall see you again, I hope.
The chest armor and leggy guards. Ah. Okay.
We were leading our flux home. First, see.
And you have the reflection items on bracers and helmet. The eye scale items. Great helm, buckler, griff, spine club. Yes, I need to level up for all those armor items. Fine buckler. Okay. Now, 1, 2, I could spend a point here to be able to destroy those things much faster. Simple wraps of brawn.
A human face.
Hey Materafa, how are you doing? Okay, we are dressing up. Let's kill them all now. So with this character I'm going to recreate, but from level 1, my old Stinger, as I called it, build. This build will be dual wielding swords that have the lethal strike on skill. And it will also be using the lethal strike skill of Rogue Mastery. And I decided to recreate this one from level 1. It will be mostly solo self-found, at least in normal difficulty. Then in Epic I will start equipping some of the items from the endgame character. From the other character, which I made many years ago.
Deep in the woods. It's madness.
And this is the idea of today's playthrough. Your hardcore SSF pet bit is a summoner, you are invalid of the kicks in normal difficulty. Oh, so you are still alive, nice. Hello, Ederas. The problem is that the quest to early access for good effort, still nothing, it's not a good stuff for the game. They said in an interview that they were planning to release early access in the first quarter of 2025, which is winter 24-2025. And we are still in the first quarter of 25, we are in the beginning of March, so because the first quarter of 2025 is January, February, March. We are still in the time frame. But you know, sometimes delays can happen. But even if it even if there is no delay or if there is a delay, it doesn't really matter because it is an early access, it is not the full game. So it is not like the game doesn't have a good start. What start? It is an early access. The early access is coming out whenever it comes out, not the full game. Of course, it would be very awesome to not have a delay. There will be only 2 masters at first act. No, it is not going. You are misinformed. It is going to be the first chapter as far as they have said, but it is going to be 4 masters, not 2. Hello, SR. If you need news of Titan Quest 2, you should. Yesterday we had news. You can watch my video yesterday, my reaction to the news, or you can go and read the news yourself. Yesterday the developers revealed that they are bringing the Rogue Mastery, and with the early access instead of 3 masters we will get 4.
You can't carry anymore.
But Ederas, in one way, I agree with you, because I remember that back in the day, at least many years ago, many decades ago, when video games were being released, at least on consoles, they were complete games. They didn't have really game-breaking bugs or anything like that. And you could buy the game and you could play the game, and the game was working totally fine. In most cases. But after a point, on a PC at least, games have started being released under the influence of many bugs. And then you had to wait for patches, and then this thing kept happening, and it keeps happening even nowadays. And at some point somebody had this idea that what if we release an unfinished game so that we can get funded in a way from the players much sooner, so that we can keep making the game, and also to get also feedback, because this is very important. When there is an early access of a game, the developers take the feedback from the players who play the early access, and they do things, they improve the game this way. It is not like it is a money grabbing scheme. That's not it. Of course, it helps the studios with spending money before the game is released to help them keep going. But this is not a money grabbing scheme. This is something that can actually help, and it helps. It has helped in the past with other games in early access.
Your inventory is full.
You are hyped for TQ2. I will keep making videos, but I don't know how, with how much frequency. You returned from a business visit from Ceres. SR, come on, why did you remind me, Ceres? I have a house there, I want to move out there. But it is not easy to do so. If I move out there, not in the city, but in a town close to that city, the problem is that I will not have good internet there. The internet that I can have in the house there is going to be so slow at so low quality that I'm talking about 16 megabps. That's the internet I can have. 16, not even 24 megabps. 16 megabps download, 0.8 megabps upload. And if I do that, this means that
You can't hold anymore.
live streams is over forever, or at least for as long as I'm in that house. And uploading videos would take me 1000 days to upload a half an hour video, which means that again, no videos. So if I move out, I want actually to go there, to move out and go live there. But if I do that, there will be no more content. Where are you from, SR?
The Spartan army. Yes, you'll find them just up the road.
I don't hate the early access style.
If it can't
Maybe you
pass it-
hate it, I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. It is not my favorite thing, but I do not hate it and I do not dislike it. And in a very few specific cases, I'm glad that it exists. For example, Titan Quest, because I care very much about Titan Quest games. And I know that if there is early access, I can give feedback to the developers and maybe they can do something with my feedback. This is why specifically for Titan Quest I'm happy for the early access. But if it were up to me to decide whether we get the early access to release or we get the full game to release this year, of course, if it were possible to have the full game ready to be released, and then we had these two options. Okay, let's say hypothetically that the game is totally completed. It is ready to go out. And somebody has the idea, for whatever reason, to decide to release an early access version of a completed game or the completed game. If it were up to me to decide on this specific topic, I would go with the completed game, I wouldn't go with the early access. Because I always prefer, you know, the completed game to come out instead of an early access. But in cases like Titan Quest, I'm not sad that we are getting the early access because I can give feedback. But the problem is that I don't have... potions!
Tell us, Stella, you saved the life of my friend.
Well, Hederas, this is a fear that I also have about how many years it will take for the game to be completed from early access. But what we have seen is that, for example, do you know Last Epoch? That game was in early access for about 4 or 5 years. And the first days or month it released, the game released from early access completed game. The game was very popular. There were thousands upon thousands of people playing it, talking about the game. So it is not like the game is going to be forgotten, you know, because it was in early access for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years, whatever. Based on the example of that game at least, it is not like necessarily the people will forget about the game if it takes some time. Of course, we cannot wait for the full game to come out, so we want it to come out as soon as possible. Offensive ability.
We shall see you again,
No,
I hope.
I don't think that I need speed 1 there. We have the poison gas bomb. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to activate the lethal strike skill of Rogue Mastery as soon as possible, because after all, this build is all about the lethal strike. Nice, I slow them down with this attack. Da 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 da. Loop of Insight. Okay, let's go to Sparta. I will have to keep an eye out for spears or bows that apply poison damage over time. Or even better, life leech, because I already have poison damage over time. To do that fight against the boss Nissos. But it's going to be an easy fight, because especially if I use my bow with the poison damage on from a distance, that boss will die easily.
Hold it there. Normally you'd be out.
I'm busy enough supplying the Spartan.
Yeah, you are busy
Tell me
enough
what you
supplying
want.
the Spartan, but you should also provide us with some good items. Offensive ability, strength... Ah, life leech bow. What bow do I have? Yeah, okay, let's buy this one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, box. Are you happy with the Rogue Mastery box? You hate root vendors. Do you remember that vendor in Delphi?
If I look, to be honest,
Actually, I should use calculated strike also on the bow. So. Yeah, it is much better box.
I was take the pious is mine.
Oh, Red Elf, what's up, Red Elf? How are you doing? Don't hit the brute, Flores. Good job, Flores, you remember. Only for Masters is really low, but the game looks really solid. Well, Azolian, if you think about it, it is the early access, and the complete game, when it releases, it will have 8 masteries. This is what the developers have said. So, the early access releases with 4 masteries, which is half of the full game's masteries number. It is not that bad, I think. Level 6. You will do Assassin when Titan Quest 2 comes out. Assassin is what? Warfare and Rogue? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe when it releases to play Rogue and Earth, to see how that one would feel it look like. Easy. Oh, rather than hate the root vendors, pity them. No, no pity for the vendors, specifically for the vendors. Pity, yes, for maybe brute enemies, but not vendors. Look, guys, yeah, let's not forget that in this game, and of course in Titan Quest 2 as well, the skills have modifiers, and just because we have only 4, thinking about the early access, just because we have only 4 masteries to play in early access doesn't mean that we have very limited options for different builds. Remember that in Titan Quest 1, for example, with each one of the classes, for example Assassin, Warfare and Rogue Mastery, you can make multiple different builds. Not only 1 or 2 builds, many different builds. And the same applies also to Titan Quest 2, and even more so in that game, because in that game we have even more depth when it comes to skills and modifiers. For example, this skill here has only 1 modifier. What if, because we don't know yet, what if every single skill in Titan Quest 2 has multiple modifiers, and you can select for each one of the skills that you select to use, you can pick up only 1 or 2 modifiers. You cannot pick up all modifiers, which means that even if you play with the same skills on 2 different characters, you can still have 2 different builds, because the skills will have different modifiers in each one of the different cases. So let's not make this mistake that many new people who don't know Titan Quest 1 how it really works, that they think that with one class you can have only one build. This is not the case. In the case of Titan Quest 2 Early Access, we will get 4 masteries at the beginning. 4 masteries means that we will have 4 times 3. How many combinations is that? 4 times 3 is 12. 6. 6 classes. 6 dual wielding, dual mastery classes. And then you will have 4 single mastery classes. Okay, because with each one of the masteries, you can make multiple builds as well. If I got, for example, I can play a single mastery build, rogue mastery, and I can make many different builds with this mastery alone. Okay, in all builds, I will be using the same skills, or not exactly the same skills, because some skills would work well in one build, they wouldn't work in another build. But maybe in some builds I would be using the skills in different type of levels, for example level 1 or level 5 or level 10, or maybe I wouldn't use some of the modifiers. Or even if each one of the builds was using the exact same setup of skills, the builds would would still be different based on what items you equip and how you spend your attribute points. So again, the builds are not the same. There are multiple ways to play each one of the masteries, and there are multiple ways to play each one of the combinations of the masteries. So in Titan Quest 2 with 4 masteries at the beginning of the early access, we'll get actually 10 classes. 6 dual mastery classes and 4 single mastery classes. Yeah, as well, and we will see when it comes out, we will see how everything will work out. Yeah, Red Earth, that guy is the worst one, I think. Hey, Psyche, what's up today?
Your inventory is full. Hold anymore.
You can't hold anymore. The design of TQ is complex, you have part combinations that reach a maximum by design. And weaker combinations too, yeah. And it is awesome. And I mean, these games are made for replayability, they are not meant to be played once and then, you know, I know there are people that would prefer playing a game once and then going to another game. That's totally fine, but when it comes to the design of this game specifically, this was made to be replayed multiple times. This is why you have so many different masteries, so many different items, so many different combinations. It is a game that its main purpose is to be replayed as many times as possible. And based on this same principle, Titan Quest 2 is exactly the same, because it has the same mindset behind it. And even with 4 masteries in the early access, the game will be very replayable.
You can't carry him. You have no more room.
You just unlocked primals on your 4th region. Wait, 4th region? What is the 4th region? Is that there 3 regions? Asia, Europe and US? Hey Havacek, how are you doing?
Hippias was old. Hippias was.
Old Hippias. Ah, that Hippias guy is very old. I need more strength attribute points. Cold damage.
Okay.
Okay, bye. You use the primal, unlock the poison, final attack position, the other costs only one savage primal. Ah, you have to account 3. Yes, okay. Yes, you have to account, okay.
So you go on. Don't make.
Are you planning
So
to
you're
play
grown
in
up.
all 6 regions of your 2 accounts? Ah, Red Elf, I also have 2 accounts, Battle.net accounts, 2 times Diablo 3 bot. But on my very old account I have only the base Diablo 3 game, I don't have the Reaper of Souls expansion.
Yes, stealth I like.
Da-da-da-da. The rock they saw yesterday was using dual blades. That means we can dual wield with rock. I think we master it correct. If it was using the 2 blades, 2 swords, yes. That's what it means. Da-da-da-da. Level 6. Time to check. Dead meat. The monk I was playing on hardcore Diablo 3 this season, Red Elf died. And then I started a Crusader. But I haven't played the game for 3 weeks now. I don't even remember when. It was the last time I played. Da-da-da. Red Elf, in the video it looked like it was only rogue. Because on the hotkey bar it had only rogue skills. You start hardcore after reaching from here. Yeah, okay, playing hardcore is a little bit masochistic, but it is also fun sometimes. Hello, Vigafil. In Titan Quest, anyone can use spirits weapons, but rocket cutting make it viable because they scale the damage. Yes. I think that this should be the case also in Titan Quest 2. If if you can dual wield, for example, with Rogue Mastery, or in case they make dual wielding available to all masteries, then still we should have some specializations of dual wielding on some masteries to make dual wielding feel more, not just something like very common amongst everyone, but something special in some specific cases. Γριά με γεννάκι, what? What kind of nickname is that? Ta-da! You don't go dual wield to belong to a mastery. Yeah, I think that dual wield should be available to everyone, but it still should have some specializations on some masteries to make it feel more special.
Your inventory is full. Zombie is dead. You think Diablo 3 was designed with powerful skills weakened on purpose? There was room for future equipment to take away the drawback to make them more exciting.
Who knows?
Your inventory is full.
Yeah, Red Elf. Spring is coming back. I feel yesterday it was a spring day and today is a good day. Today it hasn't been a sunny day, but the weather, you know, the temperature was not low. It was good. I hope tomorrow it will be equally good, because tomorrow I will have to go somewhere. You haven't played the Warlock class, you should try it before TQ2. Yeah, Warlock is very nice. I think my very old vampire build is a Warlock. I was thinking the other day to recreate that build. The vampire. This is useless. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strength, dexterity. This one requires even more strength. How much? Okay. Let's do it. Cha, Chu, you die. Diablo 3 altar has boosted so much, greater rifts are much easier with double pylon density. Yeah, it is a nice addition. That altar is very nice. It brings... it makes the game more interesting. You know, the leveling up becomes more interesting when you play seasons. Although you have to pick up materials, as far as I recall, gold to unlock the altar, but still, you could say you are leveling up not your character at some point, although you always keep leveling up your paragon levels. But you could say that you are leveling up your tiers in the greater rift system and whatever else you have there.
I used to sell plows and scythes to farmers, but since the monsters, it's been swords and shields, greaves and spears.
Halkidian armor. Oh! Oh! Life leads. Yeah, 9,000 gold now for this life leads. Is that really worth it? Energy. Strength, dexterity. Lightning resist.
come again.
Oh, my epic child is here. What's up, epic child?
The water by with the village spring.
Hello, Murzek. Now you go to chapter 8 with auto pickup and such. Auto pickup? What auto pickup? What types of items can you auto pickup? My second master is going to be warfare. I am recreating an old build of mine, and that old build was an assassin. So, epic child of mine, have you decided on which class you are planning to play when the early access comes out of TQ2? You're waiting multiplayers to play with your brothers. Oh. You have a plan of how to choose but haven't chosen yet. Aha. You will try Rogue and Earth dual wield. Yeah, I'm thinking actually my first character to be Rogue and maybe Earth. Rogue Earth. Maybe this will be my first one. Okay, dead meat, spider meat. Ta-da-da-da. Oh! Oi, oi, oi! No items from that area. Why? Why? Why no items now? Bara bara bum, baram bum bum. Dead meat.
Mortal, I am a naiad, the spirit
Mortal.
of the spring. For Gia I am called. If the spiders are not...
You think your plug that all is well on the TQ fraud? Are you sure? The wheel of names. Ah, you will choose based on luck.
Buckler, bow, staff bow. It is fated to be so. Do you know that game called Fate, Kerplunk? It is an action RPG. It released back in 2005, I don't remember when. It was a nice game, a little game. But it had, you know, childish graphics. The graphics are not like that on Quest. Your character looks like a 15 years old kid, or even younger. But despite the appearance of the game, it was, back then at least, it was a very nice game. It is very simple compared to Titan Quest, but it's still an action RPG. And it was fun. And now in about 11 days, actually in 11 days, a remastered version of that game is coming out. Yeah, Fable, I remember that one. I tried that game, Fable, back when it was released, but I didn't really like it, to be honest. The pet system in Fate was pretty interesting. What was the pet system exactly?
Your inventory is full. You have no more room.
Yeah, that one is going to be sold. I'm having 1731 physical bonus. That's better. You feed the pet different food to turn it into different pets. Ah, yeah, this system also exists on Torchlight games. Yeah, okay, Sacred franchise is a classic one.
You can't carry anymore. You can't hold anymore.
I can't hold anymore. Reduction to all requirements. I'm not going to use that. What? One to three. Oh, artifacts! Hello to you, artifacts. How are you doing? Are we ready for spring? Based on weather, spring is here already. But are we truly ready for spring? Yes, we are. I am. I don't know about you, but I totally am.
Your inventory is full. You can't carry anymore.
I'm okay, Artifacts. Yesterday we had news for Titan Quest 2. They revealed the new mastery, Rogue Mastery. But there is no release date yet announced, nothing. We don't know anything about the release date of the early access.
Good day.
And I would like to know... 2030.
Artemis guide you.
You think the new DLC for Grim Dawn will be shadow dropped this month? In March. I think that the new DLC of Grim Dawn will come out around May, June. In the summer. You are disappointed with Point 2, so you start playing Warframe after 7 years. Yeah, Warframe released a very big update 1 or 2 months ago, which was I think they made the game look like a cowboy game, something like that, western, the Wild West in Warframe, if I remember correctly. Last time I played Warframe was many years ago. I liked that game very much, but I have never really played that game. So, Artifacts, I'm guessing that you are waiting for Grim Dawn expansion, right? That you want to play that expansion. Nothing. They added a lot of content. There is now time travel and stuff like that. Ah, you mean in Warframe? Yeah, I don't remember that game very well. I only remember that it was very good. It had great graphics, great action, great depth action RPG. And also great prices of microtransactions. I mean big prices. A bit expensive ones. This is what I remember. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. But yeah, the game was awesome. Back then it was awesome. But I didn't have so much free time to play the game, so I didn't play it very much. As Olia, no, I haven't played very much of Immortals Phoenix Rising, and actually these days, a couple of days ago, I was thinking maybe to start a new playthrough and also to live stream it as well. But if I live stream it, there will be only 5 people watching, and I don't go to live stream for 5 people only. I don't know. I actually got to play and complete that game, or at least once in my life, because it is amazing. I think that Immortals Phoenix Rising, I think that it is a very brilliant game. In many ways. And it is also very huge, and I have bought all DLCs of that game. All expansions. So it is extremely huge encoded with all expansions included. And I got to play the complete game at least once. Rogue 3 is your beloved Albadi. Why beloved? Oh. My epic child, I played the epic game which is called Rise Son of Rome about 9 years ago, 8 years ago. And I completed the game. I found the game to be awesome. It was an awesome game. It is a short campaign, but still, I liked the game very much. What's up, Zedens? The problem is that I installed that game actually, the Rise Son of Rome, some months ago because I wanted to give it one more try. And I found out that the game is badly optimized probably because I was losing frames all the time. And especially on this PC of mine right now, losing frames on that specific old game means that the game is not very well optimized. Jaden, I'm doing fine, I guess. I'm trying to be patient for the release of the early access and because we don't know when it will come out, and I cannot wait. All that money for
Artemis guide you.
For Artemis to guide me. Hello, Redeemer. You didn't have any issues with frame drops. Azolian, what system do you have? Maybe you have a much more powerful system than mine. I only hope that I will not need to upgrade my system for Titan Quest 2 when it comes out, because if that happens, I'm not going to upgrade the system and I'm not going to be able to live stream that game. Which means that instantly my career as a Titan Quest promoter will be ended. Suddenly.
Da-da-da-da. You've been on a tier through different old games you bought but never played, if that wasn't obvious. Ah! Which games would be those ones, Azulian? Which other games, old games, have you bought but not played yet? You think in around 2 weeks we'll know the date or already play? Why, old buddy? What makes you think of that? 4070 Ti Super. Ah, okay. Yeah, your GPU is more powerful than mine. You have Ryzen 3700. Your CPU has 8 cores. Mine has 6 cores. But I think our CPUs are... they perform the same or pretty much similar performance. But still, this shouldn't be the case because that game is very old. It is not like that game is 2 years old. It is... How old is Ryzen from? Isn't it 10 years old at least? Ah, 2014, so it is 11 years old, yeah. Ah, you have a Ryzen 7800, yeah, okay, that should be more powerful than mine. But still, if a game is so old, 11 years old, it should work perfectly fine on a PC like mine, which is not really old. This is not the case. So, I think that the game is not well optimized, at least for PC, I don't know. Let's go for lethal strike. Strike them tonight. Very annoying enemies, these turtles, for pierce damage. Usually turtles have very good pierce resistance.
At least in legendary difficulty. You believe my PC will handle Titan Quest 2? Well, I'm sure that it can run Titan Quest 2, but I don't know if it can run Titan Quest 2 on live streams. Because it is a different story playing a game and live streaming a game. To live stream a game you need even more power. But I guess we will know when the early access comes out. Bioshock Infinite, Rise, Spyro, Evil Within, Dead Space. Dead Space, the original or the remake? Can I stream God of War Ragnarok? I don't know. I should. I think I can live stream Stalker 2, which is an Unreal Engine 5 game, because maybe 1 or 2 months ago, or during a live stream of Titan Quest, in the end I loaded up Stalker 2 to see if I could live stream Stalker 2. And Stalker 2 was running perfectly fine during the live stream. I didn't really play the game, just for a couple of minutes, but it was running fine. So, yeah, for God of War, I don't know, maybe, good question, maybe in the end of this stream I will try, today, I will try to load up God of War Ragnarok to see if it will run. Why? Why, Redeemer? Hello, Elric of Belgium. Welcome to the stream, what's up? Hello, Kimon. The remake, yeah, Zolian, maybe one day I should also play the remake. Dead Space, the classic, is awesome, but the remake should be much better. The case with Odyssey, a playable on stream, but... Yeah, buddy, when Odyssey released, I wasn't able to play on live stream, but I could play the game off stream. But back then, even off stream, I could play the game on low settings and low resolution. I couldn't really enjoy the game at high settings. Now, hey, look, if the same thing happens now with Titan Quest 2, I will be super unlucky. And I will put a gravestone on my channel. And I will move on to actually focus on my new YouTube channel, which I'm going to make probably this month, in March. Azolian, you are too young, you are not old. You don't have the right to use this word that you are old until you reach my age. Hello, Kovacevic, what's up? Relatively speaking to yourself, you're getting older. Yeah, okay, but when you are still young, you cannot say that you are getting older. Only when you get old enough, you start getting older and you can say that you are getting older.
You have no more room.
You are approaching 30. Albadi, tomorrow is Sunday. So today we have this coincidence, happy coincidence where both my epic child and my son is, they are both on the chat today. For those who don't know, Kerplug is my epic child and Albadi is my son. I am the bitch of my son. He is the son of a bitch. Mine. So actually, you, Albadi and Kerplug are step brothers.
We've got troubles. Every part of Greece is trouble these days.
The dead raised them.
Yeah, family reunion, this is true.
The truth is, the ship was bearing gold.
Welcome, welcome. A fine warrior like yourself. I'm sure I've got just what you're looking for.
Cold resist. I would like to get some attack speed somewhere, but the question is where? On bracers.
Sword and shield, not your style? I think you'll find what you're looking for here.
11,000 for 10% lightning resist.
My pleasure.
So, Leonidas sent you. He must have his for
What's the most peculiar aspect of your dad besides the obvious?
rampaging all over Greece, not just in Sparta.
This is a question for my two children.
Everyone's told them?
Yes.
The three princes.
Maybe guys we should play an MMO here as a community and make a how do they call it? A guild. A guild in an MMO RPG game and go do raiding to dungeons and whatnot all together. I want to level up and activate my lethal strike. No more coffee! You finally beat Hades and you are in Ragnarok now. Nice. Congrats. Keep going. You need to kill everything in Ragnarok. Poet to Early Access. What about Poet to Early Access, Vigorfield? Final Fantasy XIV is a good MMORPG. I mean, wait, Final Fantasy XIV? How can you play MMO as an MMO Final Fantasy XIV? I mean, how is the combat, the gameplay? Kill everything and open everything, that's how it plays. If you are talking about Titan Quest, yes. This is what you do. You need stronger gear before starting Epic. Look, not necessarily. If in the end of normal difficulty you deal lots of damage and you have good survivability, in the beginning of Epic difficulty, at least in the first 2 acts, you will be fine. You can go in epic difficulty and farm the first 2 acts until you get a couple of legendary items to drop and then move on. Epic difficulty in the beginning is not that hard. If you have a good build in the end of normal difficulty. It plays similar to God of War, but it's much better. Aha! So the combat system of... because I played the old Final Fantasy games and I remember that the old games were turn-based. Single player. I have never played or watched gameplay of any Final Fantasy games in multiplayer. I don't know how that would work. Ah, okay, Vigorfield. PC version is same as console, Final Fantasy. 14 different classes, nice. You couldn't kill me. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. And now warfare. 3. Oh, Clownos. Sometimes when you watch the videos you think I'm trolling so hard. Why? Do I look like a trolley? You are not locked into one class either. You can change gear and level up different class at any time. So, wait. You mean to tell me that Final Fantasy XIV is an MMORPG game? Can you play Final Fantasy XIV single player if you want to play single player? Technically, you can't just do dungeons with AI bots. So you need to have other characters or players with you, eh? It is extremely painful. What about... Is Final Fantasy XIV the latest game? Wasn't there Final Fantasy 16? Or 15? Because Titan Quest is finally gonna be released, you're talking about something in new MMO. Yeah, Clownos. But yeah, but no. But yeah, but no. But you know, yeah, no, no, yes, you know, no, yes. The idea is maybe to play a little bit, you know, as a community here in MMO. It would be very nice to have 10 people, for example, here in a party going to fight against moronic enemies, stupid enemies. Which of course you cannot do in Titan Quest. For example, Titan Quest 1 we can play with up to 6 players, but the problem is that Titan Quest 1 in multiplayer is, especially if you want to play with many other players, it is a no-go because it crashes quite frequently, so... And there is also lag. Titan Quest 1 for multiplayer is good, I think mostly for playing with one other person, 2 or 3 players maximum on a party. Otherwise it will be crashing very frequently. This is a problem. FF11 and 14 are the only MMOs. Ah. Yeah, if they are MMOs, they would probably have subscriptions. Oh, that game dungeons are not single player friendly. Yeah. Except if TQ2 is gonna be an MMO. This will never happen. Boss fight! Psu. If this boss kills me right now, I'm going to delete my YouTube channel right now. Thankfully, my YouTube channel is going to live one more day. Buckler. All the guys run up to the cycles and die in about 2 seconds, yeah. That's supposed to make you feel like a hero. What a time to start watching. During the Cyclops fight. Rainyard, welcome, thanks for subbing. You had a good eye on it all the time. Yes. Cyclops had a very big eye, but I had a good eye. Good eye is always better than bigger eye. It is better than big eye. Remember, size doesn't matter, how you use it matters. If you have an eye and the other one has a big eye, it doesn't mean that the big eye will work better than the eye. Morrowind multiplayer with mob multipliers. So, you have tried Morrowind multiplayer and it works fine. Die another day. Yeah. You have things to sell you. You are a vendor. Today, MH, we do not like vendors today. Today is the global international celebration day against vendors of Titan Quest.
Ah, you started watching when I say if I lose, I'm deleting my channel. Yeah. So, my channel gets to live one more day.
What about armor? We've got armor.
You've got armor! Very nice item. Very, very nice item. Very, very, very nice item. Very, very... Mm. $27. Bum para bum bum. Finally! Attack speed! Yes! Attack speed. Oh. Ha! I lose average damage, but I gain damage per second. But I gain attack speed, the damage per second remains the same, 54. So guys, can you guess why in this specific case it is better to have, even though the damage per second is the same, and the average damage goes down with this one, my attack speed goes up. Can you guess why it is better now to have this weapon with the highest attack speed at the same DPS and the lowest average damage equipped, instead of having this one which provides a little bit more average damage, less attack speed at the same DPS? Hello Stakulit. Multiplayer works fine. There are servers with 15 players in them. Are there any videos on YouTube? Because this is very interesting. I would like to see how that looks. You don't have to guess, you know. Yes, I know that some of you know, but I'm talking about all people in general. You don't hit every time. More hits, more damage. You will have to subtract armor more often. What do you mean subtract armor? Hello, Pritchak the original.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Satisfaction guaranteed. I'm okay, Pritchak. How are you?
So the skeleton you have put an end to it.
Faster attack speed means a lot more damage with calculated strike. Exactly, mage. This is this is actually the basic reason why it is better. Because when you use skills like calculated strike that have 3 charge levels and you have to attack multiple times to charge up your attack, so that at the 4th, in this specific case, attack to release the Kraken, which is the bonus of this skill, to work, the most efficient way to work with this type of skills is to have the highest attack speed possible. Figuring gemstone found. Figuring. Red Elf, that one sounds very sexy to me. What exactly is that one? I don't remember such an item in Diablo 3. Yeah, I got my Steam account back 2 days after I lost it. So it is like my Steam account went on vacations for 2 days and then it came back home to me. Ah, gibbering, not figuring. Ah, because figure, you know, with figuring it goes somewhere else.
The wreckage of my soul. No, every hit you have to subtract your enemy armor defense, so your DPS stats as take that into account. So you subtract armor means reducing the armor of enemies. But for this to happen, you need to have a source that provides enemy reduction. That specific stat anyways. And if you don't have that source, then you cannot reduce enemy armor. So actually no, this is not the most important reason why attack speed matters in this case. The most important reason is for calculated strike. Mr. Kulit, you don't need to bother. I can check it out on YouTube later. At some point when I have some free time. I will type more with multiplayer on YouTube and I will watch a couple of videos to see how it looks like. Ha! An epic shield! I cannot equip it! I don't have enough strength! I don't have enough levels! But after I level up, I will spend points on strength and I'll be able to equip it. You're pretty sure there's enemy armor in there, so if your weapon has X damage, your enemy has... Enemies do have armor, which mitigates incoming physical damage. But this... it doesn't really matter. Attack speed is not really affecting the armor. The hit that you deal... the armor of the enemy, when the enemy has armor, the armor mitigates the incoming physical damage. The physical damage you deal to the enemy. So, whether you have 10% attack speed or 200% attack speed does not affect the armor itself. Of course, the faster you attack, the faster you will deal damage to the enemy, but that is not why this is important in this specific case. That is totally different from having less or more, in this specific case here, having less damage at the same DPS at higher attack speed than having higher average damage, less attack speed at the same DPS. In this specific case, MH was the correct one. It was all about the type of skills like calculated strike. What is the best armor set for Templar? Do you want me to tell you the best set, only the armor items of a set, or a whole set? Because many sets have many different items. Like, they have armor items, but they also have weapons, shields, or some other things. But in general, there are some sets that can be used with Templar now. Maybe the armament of the Fiery Legion set, legendary set, would be one of the best. But it also depends, you know, Templar is just a class, and with each one of the classes you can make many different builds based on different types of weapons, based on different types of damage. So for different types of builds you would need different sets. So there is no single straight answer to this question. You have two weapons about the 100 weapon hits 50 twice per second, weapon B hits for 100 once per second. Again, Mikhail, what you are saying is just how the receiving damage mechanic of the game works. Speed doesn't really affect the armor in any way. What it does is to allow you to attack faster, and attacking faster means that you will apply the damage of your character faster to the enemy, and the armor that the enemy has will work more frequently against the damage that you did to the enemy, and it will calculate more frequently. This is what it does. There is no direct correlation between the armor of an enemy and the attack speed that you have. But in cases like skills like this one, there is a direct correlation, because the faster you attack, the sooner you use, or the sooner you trigger the effects of these types of skills. It is different from the armor stuff. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Mikhail, I didn't say about dual wielding. I said that one weapon here, when I have it, the spear, I have it equipped. It has more average damage, but it has less attack speed, and it has the DPS 54. Now, when I equip the other weapon which provides more attack speed, the attack speed is higher of that other weapon. The DPS stays the same, exactly the same, but the average damage goes a little bit down. I'm not talking about dual wielding weapons, first of all. And second, this is again why it is more important in this specific case to have attack speed, because with the attack speed, the higher attack speed, you will trigger more frequently this skill. And when the skill triggers more frequently, the effect will give you that damage burst, outbursts of this damage of this skill, which is much higher than the DPS or the average damage that you would get from both these spears. Okay, 1, 2. The shield and the spear. Again, 54 DPS if I equip the green spear. The attack speed goes down to 76, the DPS remains 54 the same, the average damage goes up to 72. But with the 84 attack speed, the DPS is 55 now, the average damage... Yeah, I will keep this one again, attack speed. Attack speed.
A gentle drink. You see, I know has not come out of it.
Dual wielding or not, we are saying the same thing about the armor, but it seems that you are not understanding what I'm telling you. The point here is that what you are saying is just you are describing only approximately how the mechanic of armor works in this game. But this doesn't mean that there is a direct correlation between increased attacking speed with the armor, with how the armor mechanic works. Yes, of course, if you attack faster, you deal damage with your weapon faster, so the enemy receives damage faster. But there is no direct mechanic that affects armor based on increased attack speed. It is only that armor works more frequently because you attack more frequently, but that is normal to happen. And in this specific case, the attack speed matters not for the armor, because it's just the mechanic of how damage works. It is because of the skill, the skill effects, not the armor itself. This is what I'm telling you. Come on! They will kill me with poison damage, what? Yeah, Psyche, forget it now. I'm not going to go through this whole thing from the beginning. Hey Tarnowski, I'm okay.
No, you will not kill me, not like this. Da, da, da. You started Borderlands too. Are you a fan of Borderlands? Have you played the first game? By the way, isn't Borderlands 4 coming out in 2025? Have they said anything about release date? I've reached the village of Abrosos with 0 potions. Good job to myself. I survived with 0 potions.
A blacksmith of Termerus is here.
I was on my... I lost my...
I see you traveled a long road, stranger. Come, have a look. I might have something to suit your needs.
Potions, potions, don't forget to buy them, buy them, buy them.
Thank you.
Around 25 new Borderlands. So this year is coming out. Have they released any gameplay videos of Borderlands 4? Ah, you like Borderlands 1, Kovacevic? You know nothing about Borderlands? It's the first playthrough. Oh! Okay. Let's go for the boss, the spider one. Buckler, you couldn't run Tiny Teen at Borderlands. Why not? Is that game very resource heavy? Border 2 is good and Border 3 is crap. Ah, why is it crap? Because of the story, you didn't like the story, or maybe for gameplay reasons?
That is my only prayer.
Man catcher spider hero. Catch this, you spider. I would need to equip this one poison resist, cold resist, spear no, armor defensive ability, helmet, cold resist armor. What if I put on this one some poison damage over time? Although it's yeah, no. Oh, it is better to go with the SS of Valor of Achilles. I will go with this one, and if I find another spear that provides even more attack speed at higher stats, I will take it from this spear and I will put it on that one. Now, boss fight. If this boss kills me, I will delete my YouTube channel today. So many yellow items. News, Master Blacksmith Delph. Ah, man! Oh, no, okay. You reach level 21, which is about halfway normal difficult. The game touches and makes you wanna play it again.
You should try one of my swords. Superbly balanced.
Level 18, I'm level 11. Should I keep it until I reach level 18? I shouldn't. Not really, I don't think so.
Satisfaction.
We sell stamps of all varieties.
Defensive ability, strength, damage, light. Lightning resist. 65,000 gold for lightning resist, 10%. And I have only 83,000 gold. Too much capitalism in this game today. Have a great day, Azolian. So much gold for 10% lightning resist. At least I have enough health potions.
Yes.
Anyways, guys, I'll stop here for tonight. Tomorrow morning we have a very important and roguelike related video of Titan Quest coming up. And I'll be back tomorrow to live stream again. I think that tomorrow on the live stream I will continue this character because this is very interesting to me. It is very interesting at leveling up and also to reach at some point at that level where I can make it work with the two weapons and the lethal strike, the Stinger build. So, have a good one everybody, enjoy your Saturday and I'll see you tomorrow probably.
Greetings.
I have 0 items in my stash. This character is so poor. He's totally broke. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm a stalker.